In the Impact segment tonight, in all the recent town hall anger we've been seeing, elderly Americans have been among the most vocal opponents of Obamacare.
Don't partner with this government because it lies, and I don't care who.
AARP not made it clear to everyone that they are not supporting the government option.
The AARP, the largest 50-plus advocacy organization, says it hasn't endorsed any specific bill. But since July 1st, more than 60,000 of its members have quit, protesting the AARP support for a general overhaul of the health care system. Joining us now from Washington is Jim Martin, the president of the conservative seniors group, 60+. The AARP declined to appear this evening. Well, Jim, your organization, you say you're picking up members that AARP seems to be losing. Why?
Well, quite frankly, I think as their agenda becomes better known, that they are a very liberal organization, incidentally, that gets millions of your tax dollars. That's not very well known. But the fact is, I like to say that they were for this bill before they were against it. The fact is, the AARP is doing the two-step. They take one step forward, and then when they are called on the carpet, whether it's by senior citizens or whether it's by people like you, Governor, then they take a step or two back.
Well, Jim, one of the things that's been confusing, President Obama on several occasions said the AARP supports this bill. They're behind this bill. They would have never supported it if it wasn't a good bill for seniors. And then, after he made that statement, they came out and released a statement saying, no, we haven't endorsed the bill, but they're running television ads that almost appear simultaneously with the president's proposal. So help me understand, do they support the bill? Do they not? And why is there such confusion about their position?
Well, again, I think it's that two-step I just mentioned. One step forward, two back when they're called on the carpet. Clearly, the leadership of the AARP is nervous here in Washington as they see more and more AARP members leaving, joining groups like the 60+ Association. Governor, we've had to put on 150 temporary telephones just in the past week to handle the overflow. Our phones have been melting down by seniors. Two reasons: calling to ask to join us. Number two, asking about town halls around the country. Clearly, this is an issue that has come front and center. It's a bailout, I think, by the administration now. And by the way, the AARP spokesman said on the Bill O'Reilly show last week that no, they weren't really for it. He would not say whether they were for or against this bill. Let me make it very clear. This bill is currently constituted. We say it's on life support. Let's pull the plug, if you will. Seniors don't like it. We need some reform in health care. We all know that. But you don't take a wrecking ball to a system that more than 80% of Americans like. Don't throw the baby out with the bathwater. And let me make another point, too, about Medicare. I worked on Capitol Hill when it passed 44 years ago. Seniors on it now, they've paid their dues. They've paid in for 44 years. Doesn't matter if you're for it or against it, it is the current law. And now they're looking at $500 billion to $600 billion worth of cuts in Medicare payments, which is clearly going to be less money going to hospitals, less money going to doctors. That means more and more doctors are going to be opting out of the system.
Well, I want to say something, Jim. They had to add 150 telephone operators here at Fox begging to get Bill O'Reilly back on Monday after I guess hosted the show. So I understand about those telephone operators. Thank you very much. We appreciate your joining us. And certainly we're going to continue to monitor the situation and what it means for seniors.